Alright, morning or day, no, I don't know, doesn't matter. Most others have left. Caravan parks. Have I left something behind? What is that? No. Yeah, most people have left. Thank you to the organisers. See you in a couple of years' time, perhaps. Not quite sure where I'm going to end up today. Doesn't really matter. Might bush camp on the side of the Murray River, perhaps, somewhere. I don't know. Got heaps of time. From here I'm going to continue heading eastward towards Canberra. There's another motorcycle rally in a few days' time just north of Canberra, so yeah, leisurely pace, take my time. I've created a route to get me from here eastward, mostly back roads, bit of dirt I think, we'll see, I'll know more later on. Anyway, see you on the other side. I wasn't expecting that. I've arrived at the Murray River at Swan Reach, and I've got to catch a ferry to cross. So yeah, I never saw that coming. Thank you. The mighty Murray River. Most of it forms the border, I think, between New South Wales and Victoria, but I think I'm still in South Australia at the moment. To be honest, I'm not really sure, but I think I'm still in South Australia. Well, it's later than I thought it was. I must have crossed a border. I don't know which one. I think I'm in New South Wales, but the GPS has automatically updated its time, and of course that's different to the time that's on the bike here. So yeah, it's I've lost half an hour, and that's okay. It's probably time to start looking for a bush camp, I think. So I'll have a look around what's here. There's a lot of farmland around, which makes it hard, makes it a bit difficult. Fence lines everywhere, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. I wouldn't mind a fire tonight because that's my only source of being able to heat up my food. I'll start looking for a bush camp. I've just had a look at wiki camps on my phone, and it looks like Lake, how do you pronounce that, Walpiup, is a recognised campground. So I'll go and have a look at that. It's just up the road here a bit. Well, this is civilised, and as you would expect, because it's on wiki camps, other people know about it as well. I'm a little surprised anybody's here, but because I'm pretty much in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I thought. But anyway, there's firing there. No shortage of sites. I'll just find a clearing somewhere. I think I'm overthinking the whole process. I'll just find a spot somewhere and pull up. This will do. Huge cleared area. No shortage of wood over there, so this will do. Another glorious day in the Victorian countryside. Beautiful clear skies, bit cold last night. That's to be expected, I guess. Soon I'm a little bit further south than I ordinarily would be. Morning of day 10. Just find my way back to the route that I had marked out and continue heading east. I just want to give this just want to give a shout out to a husband and wife couple who were refuelling at Pinarua border town. They're towing a camper trailer, but they come up and they said they enjoy the channel content. It's always very humbling when people do that, so yeah, big shout out to them. Thank you very much. Watch this space. So yeah, day 10, heading east, no real destination in mind. What a lifestyle. I'm pretty lucky. Oh, a little bit of sand there. This is the main road. I don't know what highway it is. Doesn't really matter. I'll follow this for a few kilometres and then pick up the dirt again. Well, that didn't take very long. Well, the track conditions have changed. I'm on a minor track now in amongst the farmland, and obviously this is not maintained at all. I'm going to have to be careful because there could be patches of loose sand, so we'll just keep the speed down a bit. I'm not quite sure how long this stretch goes for. It doesn't matter. I mean, just got to be mindful that yeah, the conditions could be a little bit snotty in places. Hey, it's adventure riding, right? Found myself on some more snotty track. The only option I had was a turn off into private property. Clearly that wasn't an option, so not quite sure how long it lasts. I mean, it's firm underfoot, it's dry, it's not sandy, so I'll just keep following. I'm sure it'll come out somewhere. Currently in Swan Hill. This bridge marks the border into New South Wales. This bridge crosses the Murray River. As I said before, the Murray River, for a long part of it, yeah, forms the border between New South Wales and Victoria. I don't think this is the first time I'll enter New South Wales. I think I zigzag over the border several times between now and the next couple of days. This place is called ʻtɪdələ, population 8,200. I'm pretty sure this is on the banks of the Murray River as well. I might pull up here tonight, I think, just outside of town. I was having a look at wiki camps earlier, and I think there's a couple of campsites locally that are free, so the price is right. So yeah, I'll just pull over somewhere, do a bit of a map recon, get my bearings, and then take it from there. Well, that's the place there. Wallabies Beach campground. All I've got to do now is find out how to get there. Which side of the road is it on? Right. Campground this way. This is pretty special. Wonder if we're allowed fires. No shortage of room. Don't know whether I'd want to be too close to the river. I'm not sure what the mosquitoes would be like here. Oh, there's some firewood there. Not much. It goes forever. Well, I'd like a fire if I can. There's a fire pit up there and there's wood. I mean, I could gather some wood, so I might perch on top of this hill. There's probably worse places to camp. Well, welcome to Canberra, our nation's capital. I haven't done a lot of recording over the last couple of days, last few days. I left the Barossa Valley on Friday, and Sunday night was the worst night's sleep I've had since I think about 1992. The following morning I did a rat test on myself, a COVID self-test, because I carry a kit with me whenever I go anywhere. And it came back positive, so that was the first time for me having COVID. I've escaped up until that point, and I think I might have caught it from the gathering the night before, the Thursday night. There was 130 people in that room, lots of high-fiving, back-slapping, shaking hands, tongue-kissing, pretty much just a standard BMW rally really, and might have caught it there, or from the barman serving drinks, or from a bowser refuelling, who knows, doesn't matter. Anyway, I found a caravan park and parked up alongside the river, and isolated myself as best I could, did a few self-tests, and they were all coming back positive until this morning when I finally got the result I was looking for, and so I left. Crossed into the ACT, Australian Capital Territory, on one of the border crossings not used often, through a back road, some interesting roads and tracks, crossing the Great Dividing Range, and it won't be the first time I cross the Great Dividing Range on this trip. The whole idea of the supported bike ride from Canberra to Coffs Harbour is to actually zigzag over the Great Dividing Range several times, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, I'm in Canberra now. I'm just transiting through the Tiddler Rally is just north of Canberra, about 100 kilometres out of town, so I'll just transit through Canberra now, make my way towards Grabben Gullen, I think it's called, and find a bush camp and park up for the night, and then make my way to the Tiddler Rally tomorrow sometime. Well, while I was refueling, I was just checking out any campsites nearby, and it works out that you can camp here in the showground for a small donation. A lot of the reviews are very, very positive. Oh geez, that was close, dickhead. So I'll go up to the showground and check it out, but I figure I might as well stay here. I think I'm close. Looks like a showground in front of me. I see a van over there. Public toilets. Oh, there's vans parked up everywhere. Pick a spot, Steve. Pick a spot. I won't be able to have a fire to warm anything up, and that's okay. I've had a late lunch, and as far as morning coffee's concerned, I can get that in town. I want to be close to the toilets, don't want to be too far, but I don't want to be an eyesore either. Don't want to park right at the entrance. This'll do. It got quite busy here last night. After I pulled up, another few vehicles pulled up as well. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 18 vehicles all up. And the reason why they use the showground is because there's no other caravan park or camping facilities here, so these communities open up their showgrounds and the facilities, things like the showers and toilets. I guess it generates a little bit of income for them. Pretty noisy night last night. The current Hume Highway has been realigned since. It's about 400 metres away, so there's a lot of traffic noise last night. That's the main thoroughfare between Sydney and Melbourne. Pretty busy road. This place Gunning, the original highway, would have gone through here and has since been bypassed, and I reckon some probably would have enjoyed that is not having all the heavy vehicles and stuff going through the town, and others would realise that it would have cut off a lot of their income because nobody would be stopping for fuel or coffee and stuff like that. So yeah, there's positives and negatives. Anyway, I'm at Gunning, I'm about to leave. I'm not far from Grabben Gullen. I don't know, probably an hour and a half of back roads. And I don't know how many to expect at this rally, this Tiddlers Rally. My guess is maybe 20 or 30, but I might be surprised. I guess we'll know more later on today. So yeah, imagine this being the original thoroughfare with semi-trailers and road trains, cars, buses. Wouldn't have been pleasant for the locals. Crookwell straight ahead, that's kind of in the direction I'm going. Loving some of these autumn colours. Beautiful. So this is what I mean about this being the old road. I mean, there's the sign, overtaken lane 2 kilometres ahead. Now, there's no traffic on this road, it's just a minor back road now. But I guess once upon a time, as I said before, trucks, semi-trailers, caravans, we would have had to make allowances for slow moving traffic. I don't think that's going to be an issue today. Great mix of roads and tracks to get to this place. I just used an app, Gaia, G-A-I-A, I think it's spelled. Yeah, perfect for plotting this sort of thing. I know there's other options out there. And when it comes to tech, I'm a bit of a dinosaur. I struggle with some stuff, but yeah, I'm certainly enjoying these roads. I think I'm here. When I say here, there's not much here, it's only a small village. Population of 250, I think. The Albion Hotel, that's the venue. Oh, it's for sale, it can't be good. Now, I'm not sure about accommodation. I'm not sure whether it's at the pub, behind the pub, We're at a hall next door. Maybe that's the hall. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out, I guess. There's the pub. Not sure if I'm the first. Right, I've just been over at the pub. Spoke to the bloke who owns it, Ray. Apparently, I'm the first guy here. And the agreement is that we just camp at the back of the pub. So I'll just go and relocate to there and set up a tent, I guess, and wait for the others to arrive. He's got quite a collection of bikes inside that pub. Must be a bit of a collector. All in showroom condition. I'll have a look at those in closer detail later on the night. Thank you. Oh. Well, pick a spot, Stevie. This will do. No, this is alright. I don't know how many are expected. Could get a bit tight. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Well, welcome to the Tiddlers Rally. It's only a small group of us here at the moment. We're meeting some others in a town called Gunning. By coincidence, I stayed there a couple of nights ago. So yeah, we're meeting the remainder of the group there for coffee and breakfast. There's not many facilities here where we're staying at the pub. They certainly don't cater for mugs like us in the morning. So yeah, we'll make our way to Gunning and have breakfast and a coffee there and a bit of banter. We're taking some of the more interesting back roads, I believe, getting there. So it should take about an hour or so, I guess. Look at those autumn colours. Absolutely stunning. Jamie on his HP2 over there. Jamie's originally from WA. He moved to Sydney some years ago and he picked up on this Tiddlers Rally from a post that I put on social media. He and I have known each other for years, done some hard trips together. So yeah, he decided to tag along as well because people like him and me are actually ring-ins. We're a little bit out of place here. A Tiddler, apparently, is a motorcycle up to 250cc and I didn't know that. I just focused on the word rally and I thought, hey. And their attitude is, you know, if you share a passion of motorcycling then that's okay, everybody's welcome. So yeah, he and I stick out like a sore thumb, but that's okay. I think he's just waiting for the people to regroup. The lead Tiddler, like up the front there, that's Dave, sidetrack 1 he calls himself. Not quite sure the relevance there. Yeah, these guys get together once a year. Different part of Australia, well, I was going to say Australia, that's not quite right, different part of New South Wales each time. Bearing in mind that they're limited as to how far they would or could go on a weekend. Let's be honest, who needs much of an excuse to go for a ride? You know, sit around and talk nonsense with like-minded people. It's a good opportunity for people to get together. Alright, we're just rolling into Gunning now. There was 8 in this group that left the pub this morning. I'm not sure how many we're expected to pick up here. There'll be a few, I think. Not sure how long we'll be in town for, probably an hour or so, and then make our way back to the pub using a different route, I would think. Right, well, we've picked up another couple of riders. From here we'll head back to the Albion pub. I'm not quite sure what they've got arranged for this afternoon. I'm sure they've organised something. The good old days. That could be excused for being a pommy bike. Have a look at the pool of oil underneath it. Right. Oh, look at those autumn colours. Oh, you'll get sick of hearing that, won't you? Stunning. Well, the others have gone back to the pub. I've decided to take a bit of a diversion. I've come to Crook, which is the nearest town to where we're staying. Only because I'm curious. I've come this far, I might as well go and check out the local area. There's a flag there flying at half mast. I'm not quite sure what that's about. That's quite sizable, bigger than I expected. Might find a cafe, have a bite to eat, because there's nothing back at the pub. So get another cup of coffee and a bite to eat. The publican Ray. He's got his own personal collection of bikes parked up in the pub, all in immaculate condition. Different bikes, not just one breed or brand, but all very impressive nonetheless. Well, I don't think we're going to get too many more here for this weekend. There's probably about, I don't know, 18 bikes, I guess, all up. And they vary in sizes and ages. Bearing in mind, a Tiddler is supposed to be up to 250. And I know that there's a couple of us who don't fit that category, but that's not important. Anyway, have a look at some of these. Some people ride the world on these. The old Honda CT90, I guess it's a CT90.
Continuing the Tiddlers theme, which is going to a small community, supporting that community, and for that I'd like to thank Ray and Deb. Ray has just put on just a fabulous weekend for us. Couldn't do enough for us. A donation here, all the stickers, all the money from those stickers that everyone bought off me goes to the local RFS, and we're going to do it all again next year. The location yet to be determined, but it will be a similar location to this, just a little country pub. And once again, Ray, you've got to top this. Yeah. And he's not finished yet because he's making us breakfast as well. Thank you. See you next time.
You've got bigger balls than me. That would be a long journey. It's Sunday morning, guys are starting to suit up and leave and return home wherever that is. Most of them will be home this afternoon, probably within a couple of hours. Ray has put on a simple breakfast, so we've all got some food in our guts. Me, from here, I'm going to take 2 days to get to Canberra. I'm in no rush. The next appointment I've got to keep is the dawn service on Anzac Day in a few days' time. So I'll wait for my gear to dry, I'll pack up, suit up, and then make my way towards Canberra over the course of 2 days. I've said my farewells to Ray. He's been a good host.
Just had a late start. Allows everything to dry, so I don't have to pack it up wet. Ray was having breakfast. I said that I'd let myself out. As I said earlier, my next destination will be Canberra for Anzac Day. I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be kind of special. But in the meantime, I'll just take it nice and slow. And oh, look at those autumn colours, aren't they stunning? Yeah, I'll just find a bush camp this evening somewhere. I'm in no rush. Take a few back roads. See you on the other side.